And the goal of prayer is not to get good at praying. The goal of prayer is not even to spend more time in prayer. The goal of prayer is to live all my life and speak all my words in the joyful awareness of God's presence. And this is what Jesus did. He lived his whole life in a conscious awareness of his Father, and it leaked out in his prayer life. And so Jesus says, when you pray, don't be like the hypocrites. Don't think it's about saying lots and lots of words like the pagans. Don't think it's being the hypocrite who stands wanting to pray so loudly that others can hear them pray in such ways that they think, oh, they're an amazing prayer. Just pray authentically. The real you from your heart. And we've said it so many times that God is a heart reader, not a lip reader. And this is the part of why he goes to the next point. Sometimes just pray privately. When you pray privately, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Get away from all the noise. When you draw near to God, you need to move away from something else. When you take a step to draw near, you're moving away from the things that are distracting, from the noise that is around. Because sometimes when praying and people are listening, sometimes because we're aware that people are listening, it changes how we pray. It's really good to just go away and be alone. Go into the room, close the door, get real with God. Now, I think that this might have a lot to do with how an enjoyable and powerful prayer life starts. It starts with intimacy between us and God, one-on-one. And whether you're young, you're old, you're rich, you're poor, you have a deep place inside of you, inside of each one of us, our soul, where only God is allowed. It's kind of that space where only He knows what's going on. It's like your little holy of holies that you carry with you everywhere that you go. It's within you. It's deep within you. And the Bible, you'll see these characters often addressing their soul because the soul is so deep. The psalmist says, "Why are you downcast, O my soul?" Deep calls to deep, and God's power and transcendence and holiness resonating within the deepest parts of us. I believe it's such a beautiful picture of prayer, isn't it? The Holy of Holies. And your soul can be filled with joy and peace and happiness and strength and power, or it can be empty and neglected and dried and withered. And no one knows that about you except you and God. And He's calling us to draw near. Get away from all the other noise and the stuff. Just build some rhythms where we draw near on a regular basis.